Hi guys, welcome to a weekly look ahead for the week starting 21st of January 2018. And we're going to run through the Euro USD, the Euro GBP, USD CAD and the Aussie dollar. So just looking at the higher time frames, we'll start with the Euro, and we have a couple of things here. Just mark off this small area consolidation to about there. Okay, and you can see we've had a consolidation. Sorry, my mouse is gone a bit funny. Consolidation, drop down, higher low, nice grind higher, clearing all of this consolidation area here with this nice move up. We've had a nice sort of minor pullback, and then we're kind of continuing higher into this small consolidation area. Now, why is that important? There's, without going into too much detail, just a very simple analogy is it's come up against a brick wall for a while, and it's either going to do one of two things. It's either going to keep pounding away at this until it gets through and continues its move higher, or it's going to retrace and start to move lower, right? Personally, I believe because we've had a nice sort of 5-week run up, okay, on the Euro USD, I think we may get, a nice little retracement of around about 110 pips or so into this previous high. All right. So there's a couple of things that we can do here. This is a weekly, obviously. All right. So we're going to do a high and a low of the last week's candle. Okay. And then we'll drop down to a daily, and you can see that this pink area or lilac area, whatever it is, it's still on the chart. So this is that resistance that we bumped up against, that small consolidation on the weekly. All right, and this is effectively where I'm looking. I'll do a right one look, give or take, kind of rough. Let's make that 90 just to round it off. All right, so 120.90. In fact, I tell you what we'll do. We will make it 121. All right, so 121 big figure. All right, and this is the high and the low of the previous week. I think one of two things is going to happen, and obviously this is going to sound really, really obvious what I'm about to say, but the market's either going to move up or down. But what I believe is going to happen is, not what I believe, we'll do two scenarios. If the market, Euro USD, runs higher first and bumps its head up against this resistance again, and then starts to move lower, sort of Tuesday or Wednesday, we have some news coming out on Wednesday for the Euro, quite a lot of it. So we may get the trade on a Wednesday or Tuesday running into a Wednesday, because I want to let Sunday and Monday kind of, show me where we're at. Ideally, we get a run down first, okay? So we get a nice run down, we break the previous low, the weekly low, and we get a nice run down into the 121 for a potential buy, okay? But if we run up first, then I'll be looking to take a short on this. So it's either a run up first for a short, sort of Tuesday or Wednesday, or it's a run down first for a buy, again around Tuesday or Wednesday, probably Wednesday. All right, so that's where we're at with the Euro USD. I don't want to go into too much detail just now. It's just a kind of general overview of what I'm looking for as as the week unfolds, because it's been going up for a while, but the Euro's been relentless. To be fair, just like the dollar's been relentless going down, and obviously because they're the inverse. I don't want to overstretch on this one. Just want to kind of let things pan out a little bit first, and then I kind of get an idea of where we're going to be going. The Euro GBP pretty much sideways, but there's a slight difference this time. Okay, in previous recordings and weekly look aheads, I've been saying that the Euro GBP's been going sideways. It's kind of not really going anywhere. It needs to really effectively come out of either the top end of the range or the bottom end of the range of this consolidation before I do anything with it. What makes this different at the minute is because we've had a lot of strength in cable, okay, the pound USD, and because of that, and because we've had a lot of strength in the Euro USD, so the Euro's been strong and the pound's been strong, okay, Euro USD's been strong, pound USD's been strong, it's not allowing the Euro GBP right to do anything, to move anywhere. But because we've had this nice strong day last week, and then we kind of tried to go back up, rejection, but back up, rejection. This is looking lower to me, to be honest. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not trading, but I'm going to be using the Euro GBP, right, to time my trading on the Euro this week. This is looking like there's a little bit of downward pressure. It seems to me that they're taking price up there to basically accumulate more shorts, effectively, to take more shorts, back down, back up, take more shorts, back down. So we may get a couple of targets here. So we may get this and this. I don't want to go as low as this just yet because we are still stuck in a consolidation. So these are the two levels that I'm going to be looking at: 87.60, give or take, and 87.35, we'll call it. So 87.35 to 87.60, that's kind of the range where I'm looking at. If we take this low, we're going to be taking this low, in my opinion. Now, what does that tell us for the Euro GBP, for the Euro USD? It tells us that if there's going to be some downward pressure on this, okay, and we're in a consolidation, it's been in a consolidation for a while. So pullbacks on the Euro USD into our 121 buy, okay, while the Euro GBP is taking out lows, and then coming back into its consolidation, which is what I would expect, then we'll get a nice buy on the Euro USD. So we'll see. But again, this is more of a timing tool for me. I don't really trade the Euro GBP. USD CAD, we had the dollar's been relentlessly going down, and it's in an area where we could hopefully see a bounce. If that happens, the USD CAD has been showing a lot of strength, relative strength. That is, you've got the dollars, like I said, relentlessly been going down, and the USD CAD hasn't. Okay, so that tells me that the Canadian currency is quite weak at the moment. And if you look at the Japanese yen, your dollar versus the Japanese yen, which is outside of my pair grouping, but if you look at it, you'll see that it's pretty much been doing the same thing roughly as the USD CAD. It's been showing a lot of relative strength. So we do get a bounce on our on the dollar, or a bounce, a bounce or a retracement higher. I would expect to at least bare minimum take out the high here, which is what I'm going to be looking for this week. Where are we? Arrows. All right. So roughly, we'll call it 125.90 or 126 big figure, really, I guess. I'm happy with that. 126 big figure is where I would be looking for, for the loonie to be going. So we'll see how we fare first. Let me just take a look at the weekly quickly. Yeah, you see, this has created a higher low, whereas the dollar's just been getting pounded. So I would expect to see 126 this week on the USD CAD loonie. So I'll keep an eye on this. There is some news coming out on Thursday, so we'll see how we fare. But yeah, 126 for me. I can't see this going lower, to be honest. So yeah, there might be a really nice trade here on the loonie. So keep 126 in mind, and I am mildly bullish on USD CAD, so we'll take that into this week. Aussie dollar, man, this is relentless, man. This has had a really nice 530 plus pip move in the last, we're talking 6 weeks or so. I imagine because the dollar's going to be pulling back. Look what's happened here. The dollar's obviously been going down for a while now. And you've had this really nice push up while the dollar has taken out, it's basically, had a much deeper move lower in respect of what the Aussie dollar. So in terms of ratios, the Aussie dollar should have been a lot higher. Should have at least cleared this high. So I imagine any pullback we get on the dollar I'll look at it like this. If we get a pullback on the dollar and the Aussie dollar holds in this area here, then we're taking out these highs. Okay? In my humble opinion, dollar starts to retrace higher while the Aussie dollar holds in this area. Oh, that's a triangle. In this area, I'd even go as far as to say here. All right. So if we hold in this area while the dollar is retracing higher, then we're taking out these two highs here, and that's what I'm going to be looking for. It may not happen this week, but we may get a push towards the later end of the week, sort of Thursday, maybe a push, Friday push and a reversal. But that's my take on the Aussie dollar. So where we stand, just had a quick summary. I'm looking for 121 this week on the Euro USD. This will be a buy for me. Again, all of this can change. I'll preface this by saying all of this can change, but this could be a potential buy for me. If we run higher first, then I'll be looking for a short on the euro. The Euro GBP, potential lower, taking out the previous swing low and a swing low down here. So 87.35 to 87.60-ish, these two levels. This is a timing tool for me, so I'm going to be looking at this to time my my euro entry. The loonie, I'm seeing 126 higher, but again, I want to see how it fares. But this is my target. I'm not looking to take a short on the USD CAD, especially with dollar having such a sort of steep retracement, like a deep retracement. Sorry, a deep move down and a potential retracement, potential bounce. Even if we only bounce for a couple of days and then resume the trend lower, I still believe we're going to be taking out 126. So this is a strong watch for me. And then the Aussie dollar, if we hold in this area while the dollar is retracing, moving higher, then it's a potential long for me, and we're going to be taking out these. This could turn out to be actually, if we take the midpoint, a shorter term to swing trade hold. We may get 3 or 4 day push on this going into next week, but we'll see. All right, guys. So I'll keep an eye on everything. Sort of Sunday open and Monday's trading, and then we'll see where we fare. And then as soon as we see what we're looking for, all the signals will be going out. I'll just mention quickly as well, we have a Telegram group or channel now for our subscribers. So follow the instructions that are in the newsfeed, to get into that, and we will be posting in there, all trade signals going forward as well, which you will get instant notifications on your mobile device. All right, guys, I'll speak to you soon. Take care.